Oppo A5s is the second budget device in this series to be featured on the channel after the Oppo A3s. The Oppo A5s has a 12nm MediaTek Helio P35 processor, which is in budget range and is slightly more powerful than the 14nm Snapdragon 450 on the Oppo A3s. Oppo is giving you a water drop notch in the latest Oppo A5s at under 9K, whereas the A3s had the old wider style notch. If you remember, the A3s had a significant degree of flex to it but managed to survive. The Oppo A5s on the other hand weighs in at 170 grams and seems to look promising in my usual trial bend. Moving on to the hardware, let's check out the sound quality of the bottom firing external speakers. The audio quality is just okay at best, a bit on the tinier side, and the volume output is not as loud when compared to other Oppo and Realme devices. The combination of Helio P35 and PowerVR 8320 GPU does not allow you to choose medium or high graphics in PUBG, and you have to continue with low graphics. You can choose only between smooth and balanced mode at medium frame rate. The Oppo A5s is ideal for light or entry-level users as it cannot perform smoothly at heavy games like PUBG. Lots of frame drops and lag during gameplay, but at least it wasn't unplayable. Every Oppo and Realme device tested on the channel so far have failed the scratch test. So testing out the quality of this so-called Corning tempered glass protection on the Oppo A5s by rubbing it with keys, coins and a heavy-duty box cutter. Genuine Corning glasses, provided even on some budget devices, have always survived the blade abuse. But poor quality glass found on some Oppo Vivo and every Realme device suffer from ugly scuff marks from the blade and badly fail the test. Will the glass protection on the Oppo A5s be able to handle the blade? The glass protection on the Oppo A5s is undoubtedly one of the worst quality to have been tested on the channel. It suffered from scuff marks and scratches from all three items. Moving on to fun stuff with value. To be pretty strong and passes the bend test. Most of you know through common sense and bad experiences with accidental drops that the only way of safeguarding your device to an extent is by using protection. Performing the drop test on the Oppo A5s with 13 drops on hard concrete with ordinary tempered glass and the company provided case. The Oppo A3s could have been the third device to suffer no cracks or damage to the glass. But besides the single crack at the bottom, the Oppo A5s handled all 13 drops with ease and passes my drop test.